We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Newsbreak for Monday, April 3rd. I'm Derek Russell. First on today's show, let's take a look at the Weather Underground forecast. Thunderstorms are in the forecast for today. Clear skies in the forecast for later this week. Today will be a high of 75 and a low of 54 with an 80% chance of rain. Your 3-day outlook: Tuesday, clear with a high of 82 and a low of 59. Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 75 and a low of 47 with a 20% chance of rain. And Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 62 and a low of 43. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Our top stories for today. Much of the talk going into the 2017 legislative session centered around transportation needs and the school funding formula. But in the end, neither of those items got done during the session that ended on Wednesday. Lawmakers will have to return in special session before the new fiscal year begins on July 1. And that's because budget bills for the Office of Attorney General Jim Hood, for the Mississippi Department of Transportation, and the State Aid Road Program each got caught up in legislative fights. Whether there will be an effort to rewrite the Adequate Education Program in special session or provide extra money for transportation remains to be seen. The signature event of the session was the budget. The $6 billion budget is $329 million less than the one approved last year, and that was also cut from the amount approved in 2015. Nearly every agency received cuts, some about 10% or more. A year-long mentoring program at New Albany High School wrapped up last week with a day of community service projects. The 2020 Vision program teams with the school's freshmen with junior and senior mentors. This is the first year New Albany High School has offered the program. Juniors and seniors were paired together at the beginning of the school year to be mentors. Each pair of mentors leads 12 freshmen. New Albany teacher and Vision program coordinator Kim Day said the program is modeled after a mentoring program at a magnet school in Chattanooga, Tennessee. School officials were looking for a way to create more engaging student culture. Students meet with their mentors for about 30 minutes once a week. During those meetings, mentors deliver lessons about the program's core values, including collaboration, respect, and responsibility, among others. On Friday, the students were divided among 9 work sites for various community service projects. Those included beautification work downtown, cleaning at the Boys and Girls Club of New Albany, and setting up social media accounts for the Union County Heritage Museum, among others. The building housing the State Department of Environmental Quality has become the third structure in downtown Jackson to be named after a former Northeast Mississippi legislator. Governor Phil Bryant recently signed the new legislation naming the DEQ building after the late Alan Nunnelee of Tupelo. Nunnelee represented Lee and Pontotoc counties in the state Senate before he was elected into the U.S. House in 2010. A bill was passed in the 2016 session to name the Public Employees Retirement System building for the late Tim Ford, who represented Lee and Prentiss counties in the House. The Mississippi Department of Transportation building is named for Billy McCoy. He represented Prentiss and Alcorn counties in the House. Nunnelee was the first elected to the state Senate in a 1994 special election. During his tenure, he chaired the State Environmental Protection Committee as well as the Public Health and Appropriations Committees. He died not long into his third term in the U.S. House after suffering from a brain tumor. Nunnelee was 56 at the time of his death. And in sports, the Mississippi State women's basketball team's dream season came to an end on Sunday, one win shy of a national championship. The Bulldogs lost to South Carolina 67-55 in the national championship game in Dallas. MSU was within 4 points late in the fourth quarter, but South Carolina pulled away. The Bulldogs were led by 12 points from Victoria Vivians and 11 from Dominique Dillingham. Mississippi State shocked the world in its first Final Four game on Friday by pulling off one of the greatest upsets in sports history. The Bulldogs defeated UConn 66-64 in overtime on a game-winning buzzer beater shot by Morgan Williams. The game ended UConn's 111-game winning streak and made national headlines. Thanks for watching Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget this show is one of the many online offerings that get you news off the page and on the go. Today you can watch Capitol View with Bobby Harrison at 2 p.m. at djournal.com. All the stories we talked about you can find in your daily journal or online at djournal.com, where you can find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. I'm Derek Russell. Thanks for joining us.